Oh, hello there. Welcome in. You're a COD player? A returning Battlefield player? A newborn child? Nonetheless, you all had the same reaction time and IQ. But that is what this video is trying to change, yes. I am here to enlighten you to the etiquette that is Battlefield. What are my qualifications, you ask? Well, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I have a minor in Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, a doctorate in Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 1. And between us, I have a mistress by the name of Hardline. Had she not been named Battlefield, I think she would have been more well-loved. But I digress. What's important is you learn Battlefield. And what better way to learn Battlefield than starting with the basics? Let's get into it, shall we? And learn the etiquette of the Battlefield.
PTFO, guys, stop sticking around.
What's that? You just saw a TikTok or a YouTube video saying they found an exploit on Cairo? Disregard the obvious placed assets to guide you on your way as you ascend. But you lose every fight while on the high ground. This feels wrong to you? Obi-Wan lied? Of course not. The enemies must be cheating. But you are wrong in this thought process. The thought of losing your ones isn't the problem. They're sitting on a roof. There's no OBJ. Oh no! Your team just lost now. Why? Why, we ask? Because too many people sat on a roof with no OBJ. And now you, your team, and everybody you love have lost the battlefield, if you will. Not even any kills worth mentioning to your name. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And in this moment, you should realize that you, yes, you, the one listening to this, the one that this whole description fits, are the reason why Battlefield 2042 launched without a scoreboard. How pitiful for you, of course. But if there is anything to learn from this miserable existence and this lesson, it is this. Play the objective and win. It is that simple. I know, I used the accursed J word. I do apologize for not putting a trigger warning beforehand, but it is a word that people need to realize has meaning within the battlefield. Of course, doing your job is case by case. What class are you playing? Are you support? Then do your best to heal, res, and otherwise cover your teammates. Your engineer? Then you best be repairing those vehicles, but don't think you're off the hook, vehicle players. Driving away from your engineers as they repair you, driving recklessly into battle, only to explode immediately, and repeat this process 10 more times without the pattern recognition capabilities to realize that perhaps you are at fault here. Yeah. If the engineers are so inclined to help you and repair you, you should be kind enough to sit and wait. Of course, there are times when you need to flee, and the same with healing. Sometimes you simply cannot res your teammate, and sometimes you can dip, dive, and dodge your way into combat, res somebody without them being noticed, and successfully pull off a res flank of sorts. Of course, so many things are case by case, but at the end of the day, you choose your job, you best do your job. Whether it is healing, supplying ammo, which are one and the same nowadays, or if it's repairing vehicles, spotting enemies from afar as a recon, or getting up and nasty in the enemy's faces with assault. It is up to you to decide your job, but whatever job you decide, do it well, and do it with passion. This one is directed at you, who would fly the jet just to get to the tallest peak and snipe, or you who would fly the helicopter to the same peak. You know who you are, and who am I to say I haven't done the same? Glass houses and stones and whatnot. But just because I do it does not mean that I condone it. Rather, I condemn it. I do. But we should all be very conscious of what we do with our vehicles. We should. Don't waste the jet. Don't jet ram. Don't just waste your helicopter flying from point A to point B. Get some real value out of it, why don't you?
You're shitting in a bucket and you're playing Battlefield.
In light of recent Twitter dramas, water wet, grass green, sky blue and whatnot, but rather an important topic, I suppose. Just because somebody is simply better than you, has a pair of functional eyes and ears, does not mean that they are cheating. Just because you refuse to improve, or just simply have functional cognitive abilities, does not mean that everybody you face is cheating. No, you are rather coping, seething, balding even. Look at your radar from time to time. Listen to the footsteps in your headphones, and if you're playing on a 50-inch or 70-inch or whatever capabilities your flat screen in your living room are, perhaps this isn't for you. Perhaps it's not your cup of tea, and there's nothing wrong with having a different cup of tea from me. But don't try and get me to change my cup of tea simply because you don't have what it takes, sis, to handle this cup of tea. But if you are willing to improve, or at the very least, know your place, I think you'll find your place on the battlefield. Yes, you will do well. Should you be learning, should you be evolving, I think you will do well. Now these are just the words of some old frog, but still true, nonetheless. Have fun out there.